No, he's dramatic. Is that him looking at his bank account to see how many more settlements he can afford to pay off before these things have to start going to trial?
Kylie Marisa Roth is found dead days after exposing Diddy. Now many believe that it was Diddy who did it. Check out what she says about the whole situation.
You guys, this blind item from 2008 literally says, Diddy did it. That's it. The Los Angeles Times reported yesterday that Sean Combs basically started the entire East Coast, West Coast rap war by masterminding the assault on Tupac Shakur in New York City back in 1994. You guys remember, I can't think of his name right now, the guy who's in prison and in 2023 started running his mouth about Diddy's involvement in all of this stuff and how he's like, I'm innocent. From the time of the assault until his death, Tupac had always said that Combs knew about the 1994 shooting. Now the Times has several sources who corroborated that story. Notorious B.I.G. was also one of the people behind the assault, according to the newspaper. This story is a lie, Combs said in a statement on Monday. It is beyond ridiculous and is completely false. That's exactly what he said about all of the allegations that he settled with Cassie for. Neither Biggie nor I had any knowledge of any attack before, during, or after it happened. Well, if it is a lie, then I'm sure Mr. Combs will be filing a lawsuit against the Times now, won't he? If you are ever going to file a lawsuit for libel, this is the one to do it on, because right now there are millions of people all over the world who will now be 100% convinced that not only did Combs plan the assault on Tupac, but they must have had something to do with it. His unaliving. Diddy has always fancied himself the kingpin of his own little world. Let's not forget his little altercation with Pew Pews and JLo a few years ago, which has come to light recently, and how that was basically the end for them. They were fake anyway, according to Kim Porter. I've always thought of Diddy as a pompous a-hole who thinks he's some kind of godfather when in actuality he's a little punk. Look, Tupac wasn't perfect, but he also didn't claim to be anyone or anything that he wasn't. That's so true. Just because he didn't want to sign with Combs, the punk didn't mean he needed to be shot. That's why I never knew that's why this whole time, Tupac was like, I'm not gonna let you Usher and Justin Bieber me, like, going forward in the years. He didn't know that that's what the term for it was then. Oh, he definitely did. Who the hell does that? So if you take this out to the farthest point, you basically have Diddy still alive and making all the money while he set the chain of events in motion that unalived his alleged best friend, B.I.G., and prior to that, Tupac. So you go ahead, Diddy, and make all your stupid reality shows and create celebrities out of people who are really closer to Ashley Dupree than actual celebrities. JLo. Keep pretending you are this huge mogul. Oh, sure, you have lots of money and get to do it with people. I'm not gonna read that out loud. Okay, but you also probably have to look over your shoulder all the time also, and that is probably going to become a frantic bob and a weave after this story becomes really widespread. Take care. And you know what was never taken down? That article. Alexa, play. I won't do it. Karma by Taylor Swift. This article also just dropped today. Diddy accused of dispatching his agents to harass Lil Rod's daughter following lawsuit. So you guys remember, Lil Rod is the only male victim that has publicly made allegations against Diddy and filed a lawsuit. And this is interesting that as his homes, all three of his homes are being raided. Okay, pictured here. This is his Star Island home in Miami with Homeland Security. Hey boys, but this drops. A lawyer for Lil Rod has accused Diddy of concerning behavior following their client's recently headlined lawsuits. As reported in February, Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr.'s $30 million lawsuit was the latest to name the Bad Boy Records founder, who was last year accused of rape and abuse in a quickly settled lawsuit from Cassie. Rod's allegations against Diddy include essay with a rep having since denied the claims. So remember, Diddy's attorney, Sean Hawley. Hey, Sean Hawley, how's your day today? How's it going? Well, yeah? You guys having a great day over there? I hope not. Called the allegations against her client outlet. A woman? You're a woman and you represent this man? Oh my God, do better, woman. And accused Rod of lying. Quote, Lil Rod is nothing more than a liar who filed a $30 million lawsuit shamelessly looking for an undeserved payday. His reckless name dropping about events I feel like had something to do with this raid that are pure fiction and simply did not happen as nothing more than a transparent attempt to get Homeland Security to raid Diddy's homes. We have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are completely true. I'm paraphrasing as I go. Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones' attorney, Tyrone Blackburn, have been ignored because he's busy talking to Homeland Security and the FBI. We will address this outlandish allegations in court. Are you? I heard Diddy just fled the country. I heard his plane landed in like Antigua or some shit. Where is he? I don't think he's gonna be showing up in court in the United States anytime soon, Diddy's female lawyer. I'm so embarrassed for women. Over the weekend, All Hip Hop reported that a recent communication to a New York judge from Rod's lawyer, Tyrone A. Blackburn, saw Diddy being further accused of orchestrating harassment and planting stories. Blackburn's statement alleges that Diddy, through his representatives, has engaged in concerning behavior. I wonder if that's why his sons got, you know what I mean? Those are his closest representative. Specific examples given of the alleged behavior include, quote, manufacturing stories about Jones on TMZ and dispatching his agents to harass his 8-year-old daughter, the mother of his child, and ex-spouses. Additionally, Diddy is accused of trying to get in touch with Jones through unspecified third parties. In November, Diddy was confirmed to have stepped down from his position as chairman of Revolt. His most recent studio release, the Love album Off the Grid, was nominated for the Best Progressive R&B Album at the Grammys. Wait, didn't he perform at the VMAs? VMAs. Woo! That's not going to age well at all. Diddy, who's been accused of assault and multiple lawsuits, ultimately skipped the ceremony. The Little Rod case, meanwhile, has received extensive media attention thanks in part to the many names mentioned and or alluded to in the 73-page complaint. And remember, in the articles about these raids, it specifically cited how 1 John Doe and 3 Jane Does had been participating and cooperating with Department of Homeland Security and FBI in this investigation, this ongoing investigation. I know that there are 3 women and 1 man that recently filed suits against Diddy. So again, you know, oh my God, I'm getting chills just thinking about her name. Cassie. Not all heroes wear capes, but there are certain heroes and their name are motherfucking Cassie. Cassie, this would not have happened if it wasn't for Cassie. And what an amazing woman. Cassie. Okay, I now feel better about being a woman because Cassie's also a woman.
On March 25th, Roth shared on TikTok that her main account got banned, and she asked her followers to file a complaint with the company so it could be unbanned. She added that her TikTok was her main source of income, and without it, she would not be able to make her rent.
My main account got banned. I have no idea why. I haven't been on it all day. I need everyone's help. This is an emergency, please, because it's about to be the end of the month. This was my first month remonetized, and I literally need this account in order to pay my rent because I'm so fucked.
After creating a new account, she claimed to have lost thousands of followers she never regained.
Obviously, I had to stop crying about my main account to come here and do the blind item. The Diddy and JLo was fake blind item by none other than Kim Porter from 2007. And yes, his stuff is in his mom and kid's name. The house in LA is in his daughter's name, so looks promising. But that's with Diddy. There's been blind items for a few months now saying that he's been offloading all of his assets, putting them in his mom's name, putting them in his kid's name, putting them in offshore bank accounts. I don't know if anyone wants to let the Department of Homeland Security know to check the Cayman Islands and check his mom because his mom is hiding all of his assets. Allegedly non-real property. So real property is like real estate and stuff like that. Any of his cash or cash equivalents or investment securities, all that stuff allegedly went to his mom and then went to offshore bank accounts. It's not a good sign that Kim Porter refers to Diddy as Mr. Combs in her interviews. This is a guy who fathered her kids and who has been with her for at least 10 years, and she's calling him Mr. Combs. This is from 2007, okay? In the brief portion of the interview that was released early, Kim says that Diddy cheated on her, but it would only say that Sienna, and this is Sienna Miller, Sienna and Diddy were friends and that Sienna wasn't the cause of the breakup. It's literally proof. Diddy takes Sienna home. 1/29/2007. Dude, Sienna Miller, by the way, I think she's Becky with the good hair. She literally gets with everyone, but they were at a MySpace party at Tao. That's so funny, actually. As far as JLo and Diddy goes, it seems as if Diddy and Kim were together the entire time he was with Jennifer Lopez. Now, I know people are giving, including myself, JLo shit for her horrible lip syncing and the $20 million she spent on a narcissism project. However, I will stop talking about all of that, JLo, if you speak up about Diddy. If you speak up about Diddy, you're the only one who hasn't. Okay, a quote from Kim Porter. Quote, "It was an embarrassment. I never thought it was real. I knew what was going on with him." Kim Porter didn't talk about Aubrey O'Day, but there are a lot of blind items suggesting something happened there. I hope, Aubrey loves to talk. I would love to hear her talk. Didn't she refuse to sign the NDA from Diddy? Maybe she's the one that's been talking to the FBI. Oh, one last hint, by the way, NAMBLA. I've been talking about them. I talked about them on my main account, even had to get rid of a blind item because I was so scared about speaking publicly about that. NAMBLA, that's one of Diddy's trafficking connections. Look into that. Look into that. Look into that. That's a big hint. Speaking of on a level like Diddy, you don't go to his parties either. Remember yesterday in this TikTok, I was like, Diddy's having the worst week ever, and he got sued and had to settle with Cassie for $20 million. Guess what, you guys? I am Nostradamus because it literally is Diddy's worst week ever. Diddy's home's raided in connection with federal trafficking probe. Now, the bad news is, you guys, is that according to the blind items, he's known this was coming. And he's known this was coming for a few months now because he's been hiding assets. And his mommy's been helping him allegedly. Gonna let this one marinate for a second. Diddy's sons, King and Justin, are in cuffs. And when you harm other people's children, bad things happen to your own. And when your own kids harm other people's children. So 2 different homes were raided today. The coordinated raids were conducted in Los Angeles and Miami. So simultaneous raids. This is like giving that Narcos series on Netflix by armed Department of Homeland Security agents with local law enforcement assisting sources with the knowledge of the matter told TMZ. And by the way, too, there's been a lot of blind items lately about like the tunnels coming from like LA and all of these like border cities, border states. I wonder if that has anything to do with it. So it is believed that these raids are tied to the mounting allegations leveled against him. Justin, come on, Usher, now's your chance. Come forward. Let's put the cherry on top. And that's where, since Cassie, 3 additional women and 1 man have come forward and sued Diddy for allegations of this exact type of shit. 3 of the Jane Does and 1 John Doe had been interviewed by prosecutors in this investigation, which concerns trafficking, assault, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms. Okay, so I thought I was having the worst day ever, but turns out Diddy is, and I feel a little bit better about that. I'm gonna go back to crying about my account though. You want more? I'll give you more. You guys, I literally had never heard of this DJ before in my life until this blind item. I need to read the blind item first because this is the most hilarious blind item I've ever fucking read. And Diddy is trending on social media for the most hilarious fucking reason. Diddy is probably having like the worst week ever, and he had to settle with Cassie for like $20 million. Okay. The hype beast who looks like Jerry from Tom and Jerry doesn't want anyone to know how many times he and his aesthetically challenged friends have been accused of SA. The list is almost as long as his male. But this is the dude. TJ Academics. That's Jerry from Tom and Jerry. That's anyway, Meek Mill and Academics. Oh my god. And I even have a college degree. How many gummies have I had? Okay, academic. But so No Diddy goes viral as a replacement for No Homo after DJ Academics and Quillian. So you guys, the new saying is No Diddy. I put him in position, no Diddy.
Kyle Marisa Roth also shows in one of her TikTok video that Diddy hired an editor to delete the wiki page of Kim Porter.
No, literally, what the actual fuck P. Diddy? Okay, so if you go to Kim Porter's Wikipedia, right, it says an editor has nominated this article for deletion. Now, her entire Wikipedia currently is really weird. Besides the fact an editor has nominated this article for deletion. Okay, so when I clicked on it and looked into it, it said, an editor has nominated this article for deletion. You are welcome to participate in the deletion discussion, which will decide whether or not to retain it. And that's where it says, wow, this was edited after Cassie lawsuit, latest comment 7 hours ago. And that's where it was nominated for deletion literally on the 22nd. That's today. What? And we've just gotten a lot of new blind-ins about Kim Porter and that casket, and a lot of eyes are looking back on this death. But the whole thing is so weird. Like, it has like no information anymore about her career and her life, except this, which is like just a link to a Diddy article that was added after the fact, like today. Okay, so someone originally fucked with this article. I'm gonna say it was most likely he did. Okay, and then now it just has one mention of him. Porter dated rapper and record executive Sean Combs. They have a son, Christian Combs, and twin daughters. In 2023, Combs included a tribute song to Porter in his 5th studio The Love album Off the Grid entitled Kim Porter. That's it. Now, it is being rumored that Kim Porter's Wikipedia page had actually been deleted, and instead there was a link redirecting visitors to Diddy's website. So we know who's behind the deletion, y'all. So I'm gonna upload I'm gonna cry. Sorry.
Here's what some of her followers and loved ones have to say after her passing.
Kyle Marissa Roth followed me last week before she passed, and I was confused about it. And then today I found that she was beating colon cancer, and it makes sense why she followed me now. I just want to say 2 things. 1, we don't know why she died yet, but if she has gone from this earth because someone other than colon cancer did this to her, 2, I will be fighting that battle for her. You want more? I'll give you more. Obviously, I'm not riding yet. The horses are still in the stable. We don't know what happened to her, but I'm just saying we might have to ride at dawn.
And also, my brain's not 100%. But yes, somebody mentioned Kyle Marisa Roth. Let's talk about her. Sad. Especially for her family. You know, I try to be very sensitive about these things. However, you know, we can only speculate. So even speculating, I think, would normally be bad. But Kyle Marisa Roth was this creator who had a big following on TikTok, and all she did was speculate. And I was not a fan, okay? I'm not gonna be hypocritical. It's sad that she's dead. She's just 36 years old, but I did not like what she did. I did not respect what she did. All that she would do was read blind items that she didn't even write herself. Blind items, Nakia, are where you don't reveal the name of the person you're talking about. You're like, this A-lister or this famous musician, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Anyways, her family has said that they don't know a cause of death, which that's where the speculation comes in, right? She's 36 years old. If she had been battling depression, I would like to think her family was aware of that. If she had been battling anorexia, I would like to think her family was aware of that. But it's possible that she could have kept both of those hidden from them.
She last posted on April 8th. Kyle's death was confirmed on April 15th. Her cause of death is still unknown. Jackie Cohen Roth, who is the mother of Kyle Marisa Roth, posted on LinkedIn, "My daughter Kyle has passed away. She touched some of your lives personally and some of your lives via her immense life on another platform." She continued, "Kyle loved and lived fiercely. Nothing makes sense now, and we'll understand more in the next few days. Be kind to one another, please. So that will be the end of today's episode. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Also, be sure to subscribe to get updated celebrity news and trends from us. Thank you for watching.